Welcome back to the daily Smartsheet microlearning series, and today we will continue being guided by me. My name is Rohan and I continue to be your coach here. Today we're going to be looking at the today function as well as playing around with date functions with the objective of understanding the structure of the today function and looking at some features of date function. So with that, let's get into the demo. So what I have populated here is maybe a schedule of a 24-day block of activities, and I have the date starting on 5/25. And the way I have generated subsequent dates, because you'll notice if I change this date to, let's say, change it to today, everything here adjusts. And the way I did this was to exploit the fact that Smartsheet, like many other platforms, treat dates almost like numbers. So if I reference this date, I can add one to it. And if I add one, it adds a full day. So this becomes 6/5, and I can drag this down. And all of these are a day after the previous one. So this is a quick way to generate consecutive dates, knowing that you change the one input that's here. So I could change this for it to be May 25th, and it would change everything down here, right? So one of the things that I wanted to show you, if you have a column or if you create a function, a cell that is a date format, you can get it to read today regardless of what the date is. So this cell that is green, I can use the function equal today, right? And once I enter that function and I hit return, it will give me today's date as long as the column is a date format. So if we change this from number to a date, it will read that function as equal today and know to give you that. So if I change this to a column formula, every day in this column, it will change and bear the date, the current date. So one of the things that I've used this for is to be able to know a sequence. So if I wanted to find how many days away from today this date is, I would do equal, and I'm using, let's use the date, and I'll show you why in a minute, and subtract from today's date, which I can do either that way, or I could actually do it in a dynamic way without this, what I call a marker column. I would need a column to show me today's date because I can bury it in the formula saying reference that date and subtract it from today. And it tells me that this date of 5/25 was 10 days ago. And if I were to drag this down, or you could do the option of copy to a column formula, these numbers will be a dynamic count. So when the date changes, these numbers will change because today will be different and it will have a different value. And these are set, so it will always change. So one of the things that I've done with this is I could come in here and therefore, since I have a column that shows me integers that are telling me that today is 0 and dates that are past are negative, and the further away from today that a date was, the bigger the number, or well, theoretically the smaller the number, because negative numbers, -10 is smaller than -8, right? And if you move into the future, the number gets bigger. But what this could do, you could create a filter, for instance, to say days within 2 days of today. And how would I do that mathematically? I want my delta to be, and the best option to use for the filter here is in between. And I want things that are 2 days ago or 2 days in the future. So I'm looking for between -2 and 2. And if I hit apply, it's looking here and mathematically it's taking away anything that isn't between -2 and 2. So what this means is that it will select all the days that are within 2 days. So you could use this to look at the last 2 days, current day and the next day. Or if your needs change, you could change this and change the variables here. And it gives you a little bit of creative flexibility, which I have found useful, right? A couple other functions. I'm going to go through 3 functions real quick. I'm going to do a day. I'm going to do one for month. And I'm going to do one for year. Just to show you that these functions exist and sort of give you a little bit of tease on how you can use them. So if you use equal day and you reference this date, it tells you the day of the month. It just extracts from this and tells you that this is the 4th day of the month. And then this will tell you the number of the month if you use equal month and you reference the date. Or with date am I referencing? Date. And it tells you that is month 6. And this one will tell you the year. And you may find this to be useful, especially if you're like creating a document name and you want to use this to give you automation. You can reference these as numbers now and put them in formulas. So there's a lot that you can do if you can convert a date into a column that has the day, the month, and the year, right? I just wanted to mention this. And again, I'm mentioning this because if you understand these building blocks and understand how to do these pieces of the puzzle, then you will be able to put it together to match exactly your needs. So these little tips and tricks, you may not use this specific one, but understanding this and understanding the thinking and the way to manipulate this platform, general spreadsheet platforms, is some of these concepts are sort of global. All right, so thank you for watching this, and hopefully we're planting these little nuggets of seeds. And if you wanted to get a whole big bunch of content on Smartsheet, check out my free Smartsheet course. It's called Zero to Hero Smartsheet 101. By scanning this QR code or going to this website, scanning the code may be a lot easier. Using the coupon code, the Smarter Manager, and you get into this course for free and continue to consume it. It has the entire gamut of Smartsheet, and it covers the core product aspect of Smartsheet. All right. So until next time, continue to support the channel by liking these videos and sharing it with a friend if you think that you know someone who may benefit from seeing this content. Until we get into the next microlearning series, this is Rohan saying thanks for watching.